Hello, my name is Sean Holly, and this is my presentation for on-demand travel solutions for our company. I'm going to be comparing some airline statistics and some on-demand solutions, and compare them to see if going to an on-demand form of travel makes sense for our company. So here we have the Chief Operating Officer's travel statistics, and this is based off of the airline model. Currently, the COO is traveling 751.7 hours, and if we expand into Afton, Oklahoma, it'll be 876.5 travel hours. Estimated airline travel cost is $70,577, and with the expansion, it would go up to $84,017. And this includes 55 overnight stays, and that would go up to 63 if we expand. Here's just a quick graph. Each one of those at the bottom is just basically trips to some cities like Cincinnati, Chicago, Indianapolis, where we have our companies based out of. And at the end is the total trip time of 751.7 hours. And again, that would go up 124.8 travel hours if we expand into Afton. Now here's our first on-demand solution. I chose a turboprop option. This is a Cessna Grand Caravan EX model with a block speed for 300 nautical mile trips of 178. And so these are some on-demand statistics for the Chief Operating Officer for our Caravan turboprop. Employee trip miles will be 30,867.8. And that goes up to 36,893.4 with the expansion. Total aircraft hours would be 173.2 currently, and again, that would go up to 207. Employee hours is 238, and it would go up to 284.6. Time savings using on-demand solution would be 523.7. And with the expansion, you would have a savings of 591.9. And one of the biggest things is the overnights drop down drastically to only 7 nights currently. And if we expand, that would only go up to 12. Here's another similar graph for on-demand travel turboprop. Trip times at the bottom, again, for cities like Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, where we have companies based out of, and at the very end is the total of 238 hours, and that would only go up to 284.6 with the expansion into Afton. I also wanted to provide a jet option, so obviously much faster, more costs involved, but obviously with that you have increased time savings. This is a Cessna Citation CJ4 with a block speed of 391. Here are the travel statistics for the jet. Same number of miles, but the aircraft hours drop down to 78.9, and with the expansion, 94.3. Employee hours, 143.7, and 171.9 with the expansion. Time savings using on-demand solution with the jet would be 608 hours, and with the expansion, it would be 704.6. Again, with this option, the overnights drop down to 7 nights, and with the expansion, it would only be 12. Here is a graph of the company's travel, hypothetical travel with the jet. At the very end, you'll see the total of 143.7 here, and it would go up to 171.9 if we expand into Afton. Here's just an overview of all the statistics. I know it's a lot of numbers, but breaking everything down, airline trip time is 751.7 hours, and with the expansion, 876.5. And again, that includes 55 overnights, and going up to 63. And if we look at the turboprop option trip time, it drops down from 751.7 to only 238 with our current status. And with the expansion, it drops from 876.5 all the way down to 284.6. If you look at the jet option, that drops down even further from the 238 turboprop to 143.7 hours. And again, 284.6 down to 171.9 with the expansion into Afton. And the overnights 55 all the way down to 7 currently, and 63 overnights down to 12 with both of the options that we have. So definitely some costs to think of, but the time savings and time spent away from home is going to be drastically decreased by moving towards an on-demand solution.